everybody. It is time. It is time.
Hi. Hi,
Hey,
everybody.
it's time.
I got the teacher going on. We gotta go the. There we
Give me a
go.
second. Everybody, it's having fun with J&J time. We're so glad to have you all with us again. Jeanette, it's hot today, so we're gonna have a burning up show for you.
That's right. I'm ready. I'm ready. Everything that he
Uh-huh.
does, that I'm gonna be ready. So I'm gonna be ready.
The last couple of weeks, Jeanette, we just talked about this. Our show it really isn't planned. It's planned for us.
Yeah. Now that we hired a booking agent.
Yeah, well, we do have a booking agent, but again, it doesn't. We don't go out there and say this is what we're looking for.
Nope.
This is who we want. It just happens. And so the last couple of weeks, we've kind of been getting into the health and wellness of our audience, of everybody that we know and love in our lives. Mm-hmm. And then last week we had some really great helpers to help other people get on their feet with their animals, with their dogs. And so when I went to do the slides, as y'all know, I don't know anybody until I do the slides for the show, which is usually the night before, because that's how we rock. And I was like, oh my goodness, we have a very, very cool person. And it's a very, very different way to, I think, not only help your physical body, but your spiritual body as well. And I learned more from Jeanette than I do, but I think we're going to learn a lot from Steve. Steve Miholics is with Fitness Witness Ministries. And I'm going to swing it over to Jeanette because this is kind of her neck of the woods. I'm the one that's always in confession, guys. So
confession is between you and the Lord. That's all I got to say.
I leave the heavy lifting to Jeanette because God knows who I am, and he just is still going, I don't know about that girl.
Anyway, so so welcome to our show, and of course you all know Jenny, but I met Steve at a vending event it's called, I'm gonna have to help me out, it was Michael that set up that event. What was the event called?
It was just like an evangelism event.
Yeah, an evangelism outpouring to go.
Yeah.
It was in Sims
community.
Park. No, it wasn't Sims, right?
Felipe Park. Yeah.
Felipe Park. Right. Yeah. And I met him there, and I thought it was cool because I kept reading a sign that he had on the board, and it said, do 5 push-ups. Or what is it? Do 5 push-ups, was it?
Well, no, you went.
To do?
Yeah, if you as many push-ups you can in a minute, or many pull-ups, or a dead hang, different competitions and stuff.
I never did it though, but I wanted to so bad. Okay, and and I said, darn it, I wonder if I can do it, but I was so scared. But we did it, and we were looking, and we looked at him, and we wanted him to be on the show so bad because we've never had anyone like him before that combines the fitness with the witness, with that. I love his name, Fitness Witness, Yeah. So Steve, what is it like? First of all, how did you come up with this idea, and who came up with the name?
Well, first and foremost, I'm just so blessed and honored to be here. Thanks for having me. And yeah, it's just where I got that vision and download from heaven was from the Lord while I was actually incarcerated. And doing training thousands of men on the rec yard. And God, I was just building a relationship with the Lord, finally surrendering to him. He kind of just started using my faith and fitness, kind of transform my life. And now he kind of just gave me that vision because I was helping people grow spiritually and physically and deepen their walk with my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. So, and that's how that came about. Yeah.
That is great. And then from there, you decided to make it a business. And how has it been going for you? How did you what was your first client like? Like, did you get worried or anything, or were you just going with it?
No, it's my element. I mean, your gift is what you do best with the least amount of effort. And
that's
right. God really anointed me to do this. And it brings me a lot of joy and satisfaction to help people get amazing results. My goal is to help you reach your goals. And so each individual is customized according to their abilities and their level and their limitations and restrictions. But then I give them a physical plan to grow muscle or build whatever they're trying to accomplish and their goals. And then I give them a nutrition plan, but then I give them a spiritual plan to help them.
Oh, so you're all in one. You take care of the person, not just the physical. You're gonna lift weights today, and no. So you go by their plan and what their need.
Yeah, all of that. I mean, just after documenting everything and then doing an assessment and a questionnaire, and just it helps me build a workout program that's designed to be safe, effective, and result driven. And so, yeah.
I love that.
You're mobile, aren't you?
Yeah, I have a mobile gym.
Because I'm a mobile person. I work mobily too. So you're not at any specific gym.
Well, I have a church gym that I do do workouts at, but then I also bounce around. I have a lot of liberty at other gyms around the area, but really my mobile gym is has everything you need, all the strength.
Oh my gosh, we lost him. Oh dear. Okay, we'll get him right back. I'm sure he's probably just something's going on there, so he'll come back.
We're just getting into it. Good.
I know he was, but this is what I'm trying to tell you, that the enemy will do something he had a good connection for a long time.
It's happened a couple of times. We've had it where they were
right. But especially if they're good, they're gonna come and fall out like that, and it's not even their fault, so he'll be back. We're gonna wait for him. You know what? Let me go ahead and I'll take this opportunity to play one commercial. And one of the commercials that we're gonna play is for the July 4th weekend. This is one of our vendors called Tammy Spears, and she wrote these poems, and this is her contribution for the month of July. We'll be right back. Let me stop this for a minute. Hide the banner, and then we'll bring him back on. And I think if he comes back on what I'm doing, this is okay. All right.
Freedom Flies High by Tammy Spears. The colors of red, white, and blue ripple in the wind. The stars and stripes, we salute them. Freedom flies high. While the anthem plays, many a sacrifice that they gave. For the land of liberty, the price they paid. Proudly serving by land, sea, or air. Protecting their country, we remember when freedom flies high. Because of them, the flag represents the red, white, and blue. For those who served bravely, defending God's country, giving their all for me and for you, freedom flies high, and we thank you. Stars and Stripes by Tammy Spears. The stars and stripes that represent the flag various branches service, protecting us across the land, fighting for our country, doing the best that they can. The stars and stripes represent freedom, and those who stand tall, serving proudly, protecting our country, giving it their all. Stand, salute, hand across heart. When the anthem plays, the stars and stripes of the red, white, and blue, we are grateful for all that you do, and we salute you.
We got him.
Yeah,
we got him. I tell you, the enemy likes to attack. So she's gonna ask that question, and because we were fine for a long time, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, what the heck?
I'm sorry about that on my end.
So
that's fine.
Remember where you picked up. Tell us what we were. I want to talk about the mobile stuff in your gym.
Yeah, so the mobile gym, it's a good outreach. I do community outreach. I bring and it's wherever go all around the country, all around the state, all around, starting to spread the gospel and health and fitness to the world. So I do all free community workouts, and that's what it really helps bring people together, and and just give them nutrition plans, coaching, and after the workout, I get to share the gospel and bless them with different evangelism items, tracts, shirts, T-shirts, and then I do community outreach and for the community, and with the mobile gym. And then during hurricane cleanup, and when we have crises, I'm the boots on the ground, me and my guys, and we help and bring help people, assist them with their needs, and change lives, one rep at a time.
There you go. That is
Yeah.
So,
wonderful.
you
Now,
know,
do
I
you
was I didn't know anything about you before.
Yeah.
And and this is probably for Jeanette too. I was raised a Catholic. I was, born and raised that. And so my religious journey is probably different. But I've noticed that the people that are changed
Yeah.
by something catastrophic in their life
Right.
are the ones that can understand it the best.
Yes.
When you talk about Saul, where he gets hit on the road by lightning, and he was a total, horrible person, and he gets struck in the road, and then he's turned into Paul. Are you finding that? Like, I know you probably run into people that say, "Go away, I don't want to hear it."
Yeah.
But when someone's soul is finally to the part where they're completely lost, and they don't understand themselves, and they don't understand why they did what they did, or what their purpose is, are those the best people to bring to that bring themselves to God?
Yeah, I mean, it's low hanging fruit, and what I've learned in life is, hurt people, but change people, and a changed life can change the world. And I told God, I said, God, if you save my life, I'm gonna spend the rest of my life changing lives. And so going into the communities, and going into all these different places, and doing workouts. Yeah, it's you get to rub shoulders with everyone, and you help just lead the lost to the cross at any cost. And so, and it's
Oh, I
God.
like that. Say that
Yeah,
again. Lead the lost to the cross. Lead
at
the
any
what?
cost.
At
Lead the
any
lost
cost.
to the cross at any cost.
Any cost.
Yeah.
That is so cool. I like
Yeah.
that.
But
That is
yeah, it's good to using my story for it, to help others. Everything I've been through is to be a blessing in someone else's life. And so he's using, I used to have a lot of vanity in working out. I was a star athlete. I learned how to do push-ups before I learned how to walk. And I kind of lost the world would trick you into believing you're something you're not. And I had a false identity in my biceps, and trying to, but then, when I fell in love with Jesus, I kind of shifted that mindset. And now I use it towards realizing, it's good stewardship. It's not, it's, because we only have one body, and we're responsible for our 4 T's, that's our time, our talent, our treasure, and our temple. And this is the vessel that carries that, our calling in life. And we don't want to die prematurely. So I just help people, educate people, and help them, because I know they have a race to run. And so their life expectancy goes up so many years by just doing diet and exercise. And not only that, if I can get them swole and save some souls, that's even better.
Yes. Now I understand you have mobile. Do you ever go to one individual? And I'm asking this also because I know a lot of veterans that would benefit
Yeah.
from both issues, especially that they're lost too, because they come back broken. I know I was one of them. I'm a soldier that came back broken.
Yeah.
And I just wonder if you ever go out to those type of individuals as an individual person. Do you go to them?
Oh, absolutely. I go to the rehabs, the juvenile centers, the prisons. I do VA. My dad created the Vietnam Survival. It's the game. It won Game of the Year out of 15,000 games, and it's in every VA hospital in the United States.
Oh, wow.
They use it for mental health and recovery. And so I have a big heartbeat, for to help those people, and just find strength in their recovery, one rep at a time. And doing strength training, and just working out with community, and having a tribe, has a tremendous potential to cure so many things, from anxiety to mental health. So yeah, one day I would like to start the first free gym in the country, and for anyone who wants to come in there and have those resources and have the opportunity to come in there and find a tribe of men or women to help pour into their lives and just do life with them, because I know their support is there, and they don't need to do it alone.
That is so good, and that will be a blessing to a lot of people, because we have this set, when we come out of the service, that we're gonna get it all together and everything, and the first thing that we do is let it go. We kind of just let ourselves go, not the military go, but we let ourselves go because we were tired of the regimen.
I think when you come out of the military, you have this giant support system. The people are doing the same thing. Everybody's doing the same thing. And then you get out, and those people are scattered. Mm-hmm. And the people that are around you don't really understand what you're going through.
Right.
My son-in-law, 18 years in the Navy, and, he doesn't want to shave his beard because he had to shave every day. But I asked my grandkids, like, do you ask your daddy what he did? And they don't know, because it was like my dad, he wouldn't talk about it unless I drug it out of him.
Yeah. No, my father, excuse me to cut you off. My father was in Vietnam. He was a Purple Heart, and Vietnam kind of damaged him, experiencing that. I have 3 nephews now currently in the military, and they teach you the war and military, they teach you how to turn it on, but not turn it off.
Right.
So when you get back, you got to really channel that and find an outlet. And I use faith and fitness to help them navigate through that.
I think that's wonderful, because Jeanette knows my dad's story kind of, but he was a POW in Korea for 3 years, and they just sent them home.
Yeah.
23 years old, 3 years in a communist China pre-POW camp, and they put him back in the military, and he was not mentally, physically, at 23 you can fight it, you can fight the physicality and you can put the things away, but the connection, they try to bridge you out, get you into like a job or whatever, but it's not necessarily the job. It's you having to transfer back into a civilian.
Yeah.
And having to kind of, again, go it alone. There's a scene in the movie with Kyle, the sharpshooter guy, and he's big in San Antonio, and he was killed by at his shooting range. He was trying to help somebody, and he was killed. And there was a scene where, he's doing this thing in Iraq, and it's so heavy and it's so just amazing. And then he's home and he's trying to figure out how to buy a box of cereal.
Yeah.
Because it's such a difference. And we expect them to come back.
Yeah.
And say, okay, well, yeah, I'm going to take the Rice Krispies over the Captain Crunch. Yeah. That's their minds, their emotions, their spirituality is so suppressed.
Yeah.
And I think what you're doing is amazing. I'm sure that there's got to be someone watching this. My goodness.
Even with men that are leaving, I did 15 years mandatory in prison. And so when I got out, it was like prehistoric dinosaur age. I felt like I landed on the moon, and I had to get adjusted, and I didn't have a leg to stand on. So it was very hard to just, I felt like a fish out of water, but I put my hard hat on, and I knew God birthed this idea in my heart. And, don't despise small beginnings, but I knew, he didn't author my past, but he promised me if I just give it to him, he'll use it for his glory. And so,
did you have a mentor while you were incarcerated, or did you?
Oh yeah. I got this. That was the thing, because my father, my father figure wasn't around. So that was my excuse to rebel. And in order to be a man, you have to see a man. And my mom raised she was a single parent working 3 jobs, trying to make ends meet. So me and my twin brother, we had free reign, and so we did everything but set the house on fire. And so but I try to channel my aggression through sports, and that's where I found my identity, working out in sports. And the world, but then I had an image and trying to validate my manhood, and the world will always give you approval and acceptance, and because I lost my eligibility after getting arrested to go to college and play sports, I got in trouble, and I made some poor choices and bad judgment. It led me to go to prison. But but while I was there, I got discipled. I got a bachelor's in seminary, got really started building my relationship with the Lord, and then men started pouring into my life, and I needed that because femininity can't produce masculinity.
Right.
My mom taught me how to treat a woman but not be a man, and so I went into prison, and then I got around some pastors that really were my spiritual fathers, and they mentored me and poured into me, and it really changed the trajectory of my life. And so that's what I thank God for all those years, because and I thank God for I'm a product of a lot of prayers too at the same time. But yeah, so it was all necessary. It was all part of my process. And and now I feel like the most beautiful souls are those who've been through the fire and go back with water for those who are still in it. And so that's why I'm reaching back and helping everyone that are struggling, so using my platform and to make an impact.
Wow. And so are you
Yeah.
sponsored by anybody? Like, do you get financial, so you can, because you got to pay for that gas for that mobile unit and things
Yeah.
like that. So has it been difficult for you, or are you getting the positive sponsor that you get to keep going? And
my God's will, God's bill.
Yeah.
But my personal training is really funded the ministry and everything. And then my wife has been everything I prayed for, and she's been a blessing from heaven. Once God was done building the king in me, he gave me my queen. So I'm grateful for
Look at
her.
that.
And I have a lot of love and support, but I'm not really, just small beginnings. Don't despise small beginnings. But I
That's
know
right. That's
God
right.
is building something, big, and I'm just taking a step of faith, one step at a time, and just trusting Him. And the more you step out in faith and trust God, the more amazing things you see Him do. So
That's right. And you know what? Even us, because I didn't know you from Adam, and all of a sudden, but your because your ministry so much called me, it was
Mm.
like, get him. You got the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit talks to you, and it says, get him. And I'm like, okay, and so I follow that voice, the calm and peaceful voice that tells me what to do, when to do it, and who to talk to, because that's what the creative spirit, because we all have it, is
Yeah.
what is your gift, what's your creative spirit's gift, and that's what I love about it. So where can people find you? Like, where can they say, hey, I want to get in touch with him?
Well, yeah, you can check out my website, fitnesswitnessministries.org.
Okay.
You can come to my church at
Flip that
Countryside.
back.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
am. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna.
Yeah. Yep. You could come to Countryside Christian Church. That's my church, and then, or you can just reach out to me on my social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Fitness Witness Ministries, and everything I do for free for ministry wise, just personal training. We'll set up a free consultation, and then I can schedule, if you want one-on-one, some group training. I can give you, and I'm about to launch my own online app with devotionals, workouts, and meal plans. That's going to be coming next month. And so, but I do weekly Bible studies, daily inspirational support online.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, and then just I love meeting people's needs and changing lives. And I have resources for men that are struggling with addiction, treatment, halfway sober living connections, reentry resources. I do prison ministry now. I bring hope behind bars. I'm not a preacher. I'm just a man after God's own heart. So I go into go into the prisons, and then I just mentorship, accountability. I mentor a lot of youth, a lot of men, young men, and so all through all that.
I
Yeah,
will
one
tell
thing
you
you said that I'm gonna tell you this, and
Yeah,
it struck me when you said that it doesn't matter that you're not a preacher. Jesus wasn't
yeah,
either. He
yeah.
was just born at he was a carpenter. Look at
Hmm.
his look who he picked to be his disciples, a tax collector, a
Right.
murderer. I mean,
Yeah,
give me a break. So us saying, I'm not a preacher, that you are, because God
yeah.
ordained you to do this. So you are what God says you are, not what man says you are.
Thank you. I
Okay,
received that.
so
Yes.
you keep doing, and you don't say I'm not a preacher. You say I am a worker for the Lord. I do what he tells me to do, and I'm doing what he's called me to do. So you are who you are, because look, his disciples and all of us, nobody had degrees and none of them had diplomas. They did because God told them, go amongst my sheep and go feed my sheep. And that's what
Yeah.
he said to do. Go feed my sheep. And he said, yes, you love me, you are. Yes, if you love him, that's all you need. He asked Peter
that
3 times, do you love
the
me?
other, the other
Yes.
thing that the other thing that's just hitting me on a personal level is my son. When he was middle school going into high school,
Yeah.
he's an artist. Wasn't really into sports a lot, but he started working out in his room, doing sit-ups and stuff. And at the time, I was at a gym and I had a trainer, and his trainer was a lot like my son, very more artistic than sports wise, and I helped him out a little bit, and then I introduced my son to him, and we went through some personal. Our family went through some personal stuff, so I wasn't with my son all the time as he got a little older, and he stayed with that trainer. And the trainer was not perfect, believe me. He had some issues, but he was always very receptive to my son. Taught him how to eat, taught him, how to work out, mindsets, and I don't think he goes to him anymore because he works out by himself. He does his own thing, but young men, especially, I don't know what it was like 50 years ago, but right now, young men having such a difficult time in this world. They don't know what to do. They don't have, the things that they're supposed to do as men, they're not really allowed to do. It's too feminine. The feminine world has kind of overtaken them.
Yeah.
And so if you are helping these young men, even if they have fathers,
Yeah.
his father was in the house. It wasn't that, and his father didn't have a, drinking problem or anything like that. It's just sometimes kids don't connect
Mhm.
in that way to their parents.
Yeah.
And it takes an outside person to reach them.
Mhm.
And it's very important. So if you have a young man who really is getting, it's just they don't have direction. And so they, guys do things that they don't think sometimes.
Yeah.
They're not bad
Yep.
people.
And I could give you because I gave you a testimony just recently. It was a God moment, because we have a generation of young men that need to be grabbed, because but I set up God had led me to do a workout at the beach at the park, and then I was setting up the equipment, and a guy was walking by, a younger man, and he was on his way. He stopped, and I asked him, "Hey, you want to come and work out with us? Afterwards we're going to eat some protein, have some protein shakes, and a little Bible study." And he just started tearing up, and he was like, he was on his way. He told God, he said, "God, if you really love me, you better send me a sign, because I'm on my way to go kill myself." And
Oh,
and that moment, he was on his way to go take his life. And had I not listened, had I not had a nudge of that Holy Spirit, like and to go set up at this work and do a free workout over here, I would have never saved that young man's life. And that young man now is thriving. His name is Kevin. He's in the church. He turned his life around, and he's
Wow.
plugged in, and he's, and so, you never know
You
what,
just never know.
yeah, your yes and obedience, on the other side.
Creations of the Heart Art. More than a clock, a memory. At Creations of the Heart Art, every clock tells more than time. It tells a story. From beautiful roses and elegant florals, to unique creations celebrating family, home, and the people we love. Every design is carefully handcrafted with creativity, imagination, and heart. Whether you love elephants, nature, vintage treasures, or meaningful keepsakes, we create pieces that reflect your personality and your memories. From playful favorites to nostalgic classics, every clock is designed to spark joy. Because the best gifts aren't found in stores, they're made from the heart. Discover your next treasure today at Creations of the Heart Art, where time becomes a treasure.
Welcome to Creative Wellness, a journey of transformation, a journey of friendship, a journey of becoming healthier together. Join Jeanette, Jenny, and Jeffrey as they take on a real-life wellness challenge. One day, one choice, and one step at a time. Together, we'll explore healthy habits, movement, motivation, accountability, and the power of community support. This isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Whether you're beginning your own wellness journey or simply looking for encouragement, you're invited to walk alongside us every step of the way. Real people, real journey, real results. Welcome to Creative Wellness. Let's grow healthier together. One step, one day, one you.
Remember the excitement of checking your mailbox and finding something special waiting just for you? Now you can experience that feeling every single month with the brand new Postal Ink Exchange. For only $12 a month, you'll receive a mailbox surprise filled with creativity, inspiration, and fun. Every month includes an inspirational card, a beautiful postcard, a recipe collection card, exclusive vendor discounts, fun magnets, and stickers. And every month, a special surprise waiting in your mailbox. The Postal Ink Exchange is more than mail. It's happiness delivered from our heart to yours. Support small businesses, discover unique creations, and enjoy the joy of real mail again. Join the Postal Ink Exchange today for only $12 a month, exclusively from the Creative Spirit channel, where creativity comes to life.
Oh my goodness.
That's what happens when you pre-program everything and we go over.
Yeah. No worries.
And I'm so sorry.
And I'm like, we're in the middle. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Well.
And it was so important. That was such an important thing.
You know what? Yeah. Here's the thing, though. You can always say that part again because that's important.
Yeah.
So that's just why we love our show, because anything can happen. We're as real's gonna get, and we want real people. So the thing is that was such a good thing, and we have to respect almost technology and time because that's the way it's programmed. But we went over and it went click. I went okay. Well, so let's go ahead, and that part that you were saying about the young man.
Yeah. Yeah, and so it's just to tie that all in. It's that's what the mobile gym is about. It's not just a place of sweat and strength. It's a sanctuary of hope, healing, and freedom. And so when you work out with me, I can help you get amazing results. But if I don't share Jesus with you, I failed. And so that's my main. It's Christ-centered, Christ glorifying fitness. And a lot of people, it's just like our walk with the our journey. We don't have to be great to get started. We just got to get started to be great. And so
Right.
everybody needs that accountability partner to help you get over the hump, and to remind you, to keep you on track, and to remind you you're not alone. And you know, and so that's you know, that's what differentiates me from everybody else, is that I care, you know, and I want to see you get results. But I want to see you transform on the inside and out and grow in your relationship with the Lord. And so it's
So how are you able to do outreach out of your area? Like if, like, for instance, if I told my son about this and I said, you know, you should listen to him, he's in California.
yeah.
So how can you help people that are not in your vicinity?
Well, just connect with me on my schedule. You know, connect with me on my questionnaire on my app, or follow me on for my daily content on social media, or go onto my website and connect with me there, and I'll reach out and schedule a call, and just help you, you know, any way I can, with your fitness journey, your spiritual journey. But otherwise, you can schedule me, you know, to come to one of your events if I'm available. You know, I'll go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, any churches, parks, neighborhoods, schools, you know, anywhere, homes or anything.
So that brings up another question, because we've been talking about men a lot. So it's only men's ministry that you work for, not women?
No, that's my niche. That's my niche, because that's, you know, just men. But I help women, you know, currently, hundreds of women. Just I do weekly workouts at my church. I have over 80 women there. I train 5 or 10 women right now on a regular basis, which I've helped achieve amazing results. One, Bridget, her birthday's tomorrow. Actually, she's lost 276 pounds.
Oh, that
just,
is great.
yeah,
Wait, that
and
deserves something
yeah,
special. I have
I
it
know that.
here. We have to do this.
There she goes. Yeah, yeah.
There
She'll love
you
that.
go. That is an achievement right there. I'm
Yeah,
just
she's
trying to do 50. I got 30 more to go. Okay. So no, that is great. What a story. And that's all here in the churches too, right? Is it far away from Newport Richey, your church?
No, not far. Right there in Pinellas County. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, oh, let me ask you this. This is another thing. Do you do anything virtual? Because let's say somebody in California wants to talk to you. How will
Yeah.
they do that virtual? So you get on the camera with them and you help them virtually?
No, yeah, currently I'm just about to launch my online fitness app, and I'll have online training, but that will be but that will have workouts, customized workouts, nutrition plans for you, and daily devotionals, because I have 2 devotional books coming out soon. Believe with Steve, the Fitness Witness, and that's just daily. It's for men and women, and so that will be. It'll have daily devotionals too, to follow me on my online app.
As I'm sitting here, my brain is going, could you do maybe a series of like how to set up your own home gym? What are the specific like targets, like what you don't need, like what you do need? There's a lot of people that do have the ability to do, they don't like to go to the gym. The gym is kind of become like, there's people like filming, and
it's toxic. Yeah, some of them, the atmosphere.
Just talking about it like, you know, you got everyone in there for their own, whatever their gig is doing. And so there are people that really want to work out, aren't able to do that. And so they tend to not go to the gym.
It's intimidating. Yeah.
I haven't seen in all my, and I keep track of which guru is doing what guru. But they're not really saying, okay, in your home gym, you don't need to have like a fly machine. You can, you know, these are the basics you need. These are the basic exercises or programs you need to do. And then going from that, if they're working at home and they're using your videos, and it's not like the over processed like chick with the leotard and she's doing the I mean, these are people that really do want to work out and want to have a discipline about it, but the gym is just not happening for them. It's just turned into a place where it's more of a social event. And
and that's good. That's some creative ideas you're throwing at me. But the main thing is we don't have. You can keep it simple. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. I mean, you can just walking is the most beneficial thing you can do. Or you can just start with body weight and free weights. And I have that on my social media. I give free customized plans. So that's easy to follow. It's you don't have to you don't have to be great to get started. You just got to get started to be great, and you just have to build that momentum, progressively overload with your duration, your frequency, your weight. You're incrementally add more weight as you grow stronger and more conditioned. But it's not you just have to build that the hardest part is showing up and just doing it at home. But yeah, the gym is intimidating, and you don't, and so at home you can just get a good, sufficient workout too. And if you reach out to me, I'm built differently. I like to bless people, so I don't mind, sending you a free workout to help you with your fitness journey.
Oh wow,
well,
that is great.
You can't tell behind me because I got my screen up, but I have a rowing machine. I got it from my daughter, and it looks at me, and I look at it, and then right now I have a couple of boxes on it.
Yeah, those are good.
You need to yell at me.
Yeah, and I know about not going to the gym because I feel sometimes intimidated when I see these women that are buff. I'm like, okay, I'm not there. This is okay. Never mind. You kind of feel like, nah, I don't want them. You're with a big t-shirt and big jeans and everything. And here they are with practically nothing on. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't want people looking at me like that. So, but where I live, because where I live, I have a private gym and they have everything private there. So nobody's there when I'm there. I can just do my thing and go home, and I could drive my golf cart to the gym and come back, So that's one thing that's good. But it's always good because I'm always looking for that person, and you're gonna about to get an email from me because I think I'm sold. And the thing is that when you can put God into your own fitness, you get better results. I'm just saying.
And you get results you can see and feel, and that's why the mobile gym is really thriving. Because a lot of people don't want to do the commute. They could save their time. Time is valuable right now, and so I bring the gym to you, and so and you don't have to think. You don't have to. I just. So it's very. And it's safe and effective and result driven. So it's quick, fast, and efficient.
Wonderful. Yeah. That is wonderful. And your mobile, is it a truck pulling the back, or is just a whole van? Is it a bus? What is it?
Well, I have my Jeep that pulls a big mobile gym, and I have all the equipment that you need. It breaks out into a big transformer, it has all the stations, ellipticals, free weights all the way to 75 pounds, sleds, battle ropes, slam balls, kettlebells. I mean, everything. And I've trained up to 100 people with all the equipment in the mobile gym. So,
and I know you say that most of this you do for free, but you also take donations. I'm sure people are blessing you with donations and things like that, even though you say it's free. But do you at least have a minimum so you can go ahead and get more equipment or get help? Or how does that work? How do you get finance so you can do what you do? And like you said, I know there's no bill because it's God's. So, but
everything I make from personal training, a lot of that goes to the ministry. So I never ask for donations. I mean, but it's on the website if they feel led, and they can see the fruit, and I know, if they do decide God leads them to do that, Philippians 1:7, the grace on my life will be, it's falling on good soil, and that gets deposited to their heavenly account and the impact that it's making. And I believe God is gonna really have an open heaven for me because He knows, my heart. But I'm just being faithful with a little until He gives me more. It's a faithfulness test, and I'm just putting in the reps. And that's the most important thing. Is God gives us. He builds His character in us, and so so when we grow, we can handle it. and it won't crush us.
That's
But
right. That's right.
I'm just my 6 F's are faith, family, fitness, fuel, fellowship, and freedom. And so
Wow. You
I'm
got a
just
lot of
doing
acronyms. I like it. I gotta
the
read.
6 F's.
Those F words. Those are
Yeah.
Yeah.
those are words you can say on the air, but it's just the other thing that you bring besides all this is the discipline, and I think discipline is one of the things that we have forgotten about in this world. It's become a bad name, like rigid. Like if people are disciplined, they think they're rigid and they're not funny and they don't have any life and they just are mechanical. But if you're, no matter what you're doing, that's one of my worst things, is because I'm not a disciplined person. I'm a driven person. I'm a person who wants to achieve, but I'm as a lot of creative people are. We like, my dad used to say, you're like a monkey, like everything that shines. You're not staying to the road. And as a creative person, we see this, we want to do this, we want this, we want this. And it's really important that we learn in certain aspects that the discipline needs to be there. And when you work out, when you have a schedule, or you do that physicality, that's going to help in anything that you're doing. And I think that's what the exercise does for people when they get a program.
Absolutely. And discipline is doing the things you hate as if you love them, and the small consistency, small consistency adds up to big results, and if we're consistent and faithful with time, it equals a lasting impact, and just like, it says, don't grow weary in doing good, for in due season you'll reap if you don't lose heart. And so, we didn't, a lot of people didn't gain 20 pounds overnight. They're not going to lose it overnight. So,
No,
but
they're not.
if you keep on doing, waking up and prioritizing your sleep and, eating God-made, homemade foods, and getting your steps and putting in you don't have to live in the gym a couple times a week doing strength training. It's gonna, the hard work's gonna pay off, and, and it's gonna add years to your life. A lot of people, they spend their health to get their wealth, but then they got to spend their wealth to get back their health. And so
are you talking a lot, especially women that are opting for the shots and for the those scare me. They sound very tempting, but every time I feel tempted, I think they're wrong, because they're trying. I mean, if you look at some of the women that have done this, they don't look like women anymore. And I think it changes your metabolism and your whole body structure. I don't think they're. I don't know. I think you got to do what you got to do, but.
Yeah, I to be brutally honest, I feel God created us in the Garden of Eden around fruits and veggies and healthy foods. So I don't think we have to. Everybody wants the quick fix, and they want the, and they want to get stuff fast, and but with some things I approve of, but with, get your doctor, gets an educated
That's what I was about to say. Not all the shots are like the ones that came out, I can imagine, but not all of them. Some of them are to help people who have tried everything in the book. And it's just they need that extra little push, and then they can go back to who they were. Oh my gosh, here we go again. Oh, there we go. Okay, yes. Okay, so that's what I'm saying, that not all of it, but yeah, I get it. And the stuff is, so not all of them are scary. It depends. And you do have to go through a doctor. You have to go through a series of questions, like 100 questions, and they look at your family history, and then they look at your history, and then they just don't give you the shot. What they do is they'll start you off. Okay, we'll start on this program first. Let's see how you do. Let's start on this program first. Let's see how you do.
But you have to do other stuff. You're not just
to do everything before
like the Ozempic look is what I'm talking about. The one that you don't do anything. like they say you can eat whatever you want to eat.
No, that's not true.
And that's the one I'm talking about.
That's not right. And you mentioned that, I might as well say it. I'm the one that did all the weight. We lost him. But anyway, I'm the one that did all the weight loss, all the trying programs. I've tried all the military programs. I followed it, and then I got sick. They gave me medicine, and I gained the weight back, right? And then all of a sudden, they came, and I'm just in the middle of my story, but I'm one of those that I tried everything in the book, but for some reason, my metabolism is not fast enough to be able to lose it. And I'm doing everything. Like, I go to the gym. I was working 24 hours, 5 days a week, faithfully in the gym, working out and everything. And nothing would happen to me. I hit a plateau and I will stay there. And I was eating right. I was doing everything right, but I didn't have the metabolism as strong as I was. So and the thing is, the questionnaires, like I said, is 100 questions, and you go for it. And they did give me the shots, but I'm doing the same thing. But what happened is that these shots are supposed to be, they're nothing to do with the brand names. See, these, what I like is that it helps your kidney, liver, and heart. Yeah. So it's supposed to get all of that working together with your GLP. Now, with that and following a program like yours, Steve, I can see myself going back to what I was, 125, 135, and hit it and on. You know what I'm saying? But people, and that's the commercial lies. What I say, the Wegovy that you said, or the other one, the Ozempic, they tell you, oh, you could be exactly how you were and get the shots and you lose weight. That's a false lie. Yeah. That is a lie from the pit of hell. Because God made you this temple to be healthy, right? He says, take care of my temple. So if they're going to get the shot, then you better put the work in it so you can see the results that you want to see. And that's a lie, that you take these shots and you don't have to do nothing. That is a plumb lie. You got to work out. You have to be healthy. You have to eat right. And I love my veggies and fish. I'm not a meat eater. I mean, my whole life has changed. That's why I love 20 pounds. Yeah. So, and I love it.
My face when she said veggies. That's the worst for me.
Yeah.
I love my veggies and fish. I'm not a meat eater. I don't eat red meat.
I work out to eat. I work out to eat because I want to eat tomorrow for 4th of July. So yeah,
it's really weird how that the food. But I think it's a lot too of. We've just had a lot of overprocessed foods because if your bread is sitting on your counter and it's still good after a week, there's something in that bread that's not good for you. So I think with what you're doing and you're sharing with people, it's not, as we talk about on our wellness show, it's not one size fits all. But what you're bringing to the table is another aspect of not just making your physical body in line, but your spiritual and your emotional. I just want to, Jeanette, we always say that things happen.
Yeah.
So, this is for the post-lengthening inspiration. And I took my own inspiration thing. So it's 1 Corinthians 15:58. Be steadfast, immovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, knowing that in the Lord your labor is not in vain.
Yeah. There you go. Yes.
I know that.
That is good. One. That is good. It was just for us today, boy.
So I have to say that no matter what you're doing or how you're doing it, try to find a place or a space that helps you with everything. And Steve looks like he's got like an answer for you.
That's right. It's you got
I'd be working. I'd be back there throwing kettlebells, and I mean, I'm 65 and I'd still want to get back to the gym. I just, honest to gosh, don't. I have no time.
But you know what though? I love that we can go to you. We're gonna get our workout, but you're going with your workout with your Bible in your hand. It's like, okay, after that we got Bible study, right? Because it's Bible study time. And I love that. I love that. You should incorporate that in your women. When you go to church in the women's, say, okay, let's sit down and do some Bible study. I bet you they'll be like, okay, you never know. I'm just saying. Yeah. That's some good stuff right there. Get the word and the workout all in one place. While you're working out in the Lord at the same time.
So you're on Facebook.
Worked up. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're on
Exercise.
Facebook, Instagram. Your website is fitnesswitnessministries.org, right?
Correct. Yes.
Are you on TikTok? You said you're getting on TikTok, or you are on
I
TikTok?
don't do too much TikTok, just mainly Instagram, Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Okay. You actually might start an X account. I know it sounds weird, but there's a lot of people on X that are looking. There's, you got the yin and yang. But there's a lot of people, especially young men, that are on there. And it's, it is what you make of it. Like you don't have to be all politics or whatever. You can just put your thing out there and put your site out there and see how many people you can get, and you can post the same things you're posting to Facebook.
It doesn't hurt if it's free.
It doesn't hurt.
Take advantage of it. Show your work. Get the most thing you're out there. The more places that you're out there, people will find you. And God will open those doors. I always pray this prayer: open the doors that need to be open and close the doors that need to be closed. And He has done that with our business, because I hit that prayer for our business from day one. Open the doors that need to be open, close the doors that need to be closed. Bring whatever you want to me. I give this, I give the business to the Lord, and He'll work it through. And you got to have that faith of a mustard seed for Him to just work it. And He will. This channel has gone like this in a spiral, like incredible. And then look at you with your testimony, which one day I want to go ahead and put you on my Inspired Reflection so we can work on that. I want to hear that whole testimony, because it sounds like very refreshing and someone needs to hear it.
Yeah, you can check mine out. I was on the Charisma magazine, the 50th anniversary, and recently I was in the Della Fay testimony. So I reached over a million people.
So we got about a minute left, right, Jeanette?
Yeah.
Tell us, Steve, what you want to tell us at the end, so we don't stab you to death. What's your final thoughts on how you want to tell people about you?
For me, is just the main thing is that I just really want to see you get better, and become a better, and through my Faith and Fitness platform and Fitness Witness, I'm going to help you grow in God's word and community and strength training and just transform, I want to help transform lives and make disciples one rep at a time. And, on the other side of the workout, you're going to see amazing results physically and spiritually. And that's my main purpose is, I'm fit for a purpose. And so I hope to be able to connect with everybody and just follow me to deepen your walk with Him, and just and help you get amazing results in while we're training. So.
You written your book yet? Have you written your book yet?
Yes, it's completed. Believe with Steve, the Fitness Witness. That's coming out next month, and it's a daily devotional.
Who's your publisher? Did you self-publish?
I did Amazon. Yeah, Amazon.
Okay, so send it to me, and I'll put it on my bookstore online.
Okay, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, we reached that time again.
Yeah.
And we've, it's always getting, it's a sweet and sour at the same time. We want to hear more, but we got to go ahead and obey the time before it cuts us off again. But thank you so much, Steve, for your valuable time, because I know you got a lot of things to do this weekend. You got plans?
Yes, I'm doing an outreach tonight, and then tomorrow a barbecue.
That's what we need to hear. People in Florida, say it.
Yeah.
Where you gonna be? Where you gonna be?
I'll be in Orlando. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so. Orlando. That's a big happening place. You're going moving up in time. That's all. But thank you so much. Huh?
You have kids?
You got seconds.
I want to know if you have kids.
No, I don't. No.
Okay. All right. We're waiting on those.
Yeah. God
Okay.
bless you guys.
Yes, and
thanks for having me. You've been a blessing. Thank you so much.
Oh well, you're our blessing too. You got us going. All right, people. We'll see you next week, same time. See us next time. We're having fun with J&J when we bring you a perfect visitor to see you. Bye.
Big love.